Welcome and a warm welcoming to join with us. Today we have a much needed conversation and that is a CV skills, leadership and time management. In this competitive world, especially leisure, the particularly Indian youngster having CV skills problem when they are doing preparing the CV. So we are not here for about the complaining. We are for the giving solution, leadership, and the time management. So we are welcoming our speaker Sharmila Devi.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Miss Sharmila Devi.
Hi. How are
Okay,
you?
thank you for joining with us. So Miss
Thank
Sharmila
you.
Devi, here for giving the solution and talk about the regarding CV skills.
Okay. Uh, right. Currently, I would like to thank Vaagaai Media for inviting me this evening to give this CV skill, leadership, and time management talk for our Indian younger generation on the tips and how to craft a very good CV for your career path. Okay, first of all, let me just introduce myself. Yeah, I'm a graduate with a diploma and BBA for 5 years with both experience and also have been an experienced speaker from Brisbane, Australia. Okay, so I have completed my studies in business administration, major in marketing, and also social media. Okay, so now let's go to the first slide of the introduction. Emma?
Okay, Miss, I will like to ask some question about the teenagers. What is the biggest mistake the teenager having problem when they are doing prepare the CV?
Okay. The biggest problem our younger generations, let us make it a common open one. Yeah, they don't understand the proper layout and formatting. Okay, according to ATS, that is application tracking system, where you need now is the metrics and also keyword system. Say example, now when you join a workforce, say like sales. Okay, so in sales you need to just encrypt that how much percentage that you have done in your workforce, say like 20% or 80% of sales, and how do you guide your fellow colleagues to achieve that target. You see, so according
Okay.
to this, okay, according to the ATS system, it doesn't use the old formatting where you just write down all your core duties. No. Now the new system is key metrics and also keyword system. So you need to highlight your leadership, time management, adaptability, to see how you adapt to situation during a stressful moment at workforce. So it all comes to that. So younger generations, we must understand the formatting and also the concept, the actual concept of writing the CV.
So it is without no experience how the teenager can do their CV. It is possible
Uh,
with no
it's
experience.
without experience, yes, it's possible with the what do you call, with the help of better experience CV people who are able to guide them professionally with the actual ATS format. It is from A to Z how they need to craft it, what they're supposed to do, not to do. You see all that. So they can go to like job street fair. Also, they have people who can guide them for CV crafting, and then they also guide them to what you call to do the metrics calculation. So, example, your work experience, say about 3 to 5 years. In that 3 to 5 years, what was your metric scale that you have achieved in that long run? You get me, Hema? Hema?
Okay. So let's say the candidate. Uh, Okay, let's say the candidate, what's the extra soft skills can make stand out for the application?
Okay, now for the skill set, yeah, they need time management, communication, leadership, and also adaptability. These are the four important skill sets that we must have in a workforce to stand out to the recruiters. So all these four, I can say sorry lah. I can say sorry because each
Okay.
child has their
So
credibility. Sorry,
okay,
I can
okay,
hear you.
Miss, how the candidate can make their self improve leadership before joining the workforce?
Okay, now a very good question you asked me, yeah. For being a leader, first of all, we start from the house. All right, I'm just giving you a simple example for you to get the picture. When we are young, our parents make us as a leader in the house. Say example, okay, the elder brother or elder sister need to take care of the younger ones, ask them to do the house chores like cleaning, washing, you know, guide them, educate them how to get it
Um,
done. So from that, they can even take it to the workforce. It's the key habit is from the house. That's the most important thing.
so may I know what is the self leadership have to know every candidate?
Okay, key leadership is your adaptability, how you communicate with your peers, with your bosses, fellow colleagues. Okay, example also how you communicate with your parents when you're born until now, the communication between you all. Is it far distance or is it very close? You know, so you don't like hide anything from them. You know, so this one is like that. Is it self leadership? Because
So
you
what is the self?
yes, Emma.
Okay. What is the self daily habits can improve the productivity for the candidate?
Okay, daily productivity, you need to delegate your task, which is the most important part of the task that you need to finish first. And then after you complete the task, you go to the non-important ones so that you can achieve the productivity in a proper way without a stress. Because if you jumble up everything like important and not important, you won't know which is the how to say which is the first priority to you. So you need to write down your daily task in a paper or key in into your mobile phone on your notepad for the day. Okay, say like I need to key in data entry into CRM. So my target is morning 9 a.m. I need to finish it by say like before lunch, 12 o'clock. Okay, so they need to target their time on that frequency. Then, after you complete all these important tasks, you go to the non-important, which is due maybe in a week or two. So you don't need to rush into all the matters together. So proper planning is the most important
Okay.
part now. More when you plan your day will be successful. If you don't plan your day, everything will be in a mess.
Okay. May I know why the candidate feeling stuck before applying the workforce?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat that again, Amma? Sorry, the thing was lacking. Can you repeat, Hima?
Okay. Why the candidate feeling stuck before joining their workforce? It is like a CV problem or they are not preparing themselves.
Okay. To tell you the truth, Hima, younger generation nowadays, they like to follow their friends. Like say, like the friends go to company A, they also want to follow them to company A. Okay, they don't uh follow what their mindset says because everything we want to do simultaneously with them, because they are, they feel that they can adapt to the situation when a friend is there. They can do the job properly, you know, and then they don't get proper guide from the parents, you know, they don't discuss, you know, which is a wrong way of doing things by the younger generation.
Okay, and then how the candidate can facing the challenges if they are at the quota, right?
Uh, f- uh,
With
about
the
challenges.
workforce, so how they can manage the challenges?
Okay, one is they have to be mentally prepared in a positive mind to go through the challenges, no matter how stressful or not stressful. Mindset and positivity is a very important aspect in everyone's life. It can be at home, it can be workforce. How you train yourself to overcome this, you know? Okay, Hema, like example, I give you at home. Okay, at home, simple subject. Like, okay, your mom given you a task. Okay, given you a task. Okay, Hema, can you handle cooking and cleaning? Which one you will do first? Which challenges are the most important you will do first?
Cle- cleaning?
Okay, okay, cleaning. Good.
Clean
Why do you choose cleaning? Why do you choose cleaning?
because I know well about the work.
Okay, very good. Yes, because of your time frame taken to clean a house, right? So you say like double story, you must clean from upstairs to
Mm,
downstairs, so downstairs to upstairs. So say example, you take 4 hours to clean your entire house, yeah. So that is the challenges that you face to finish a task on time. Okay? Omit the cooking. Cooking is not matter, it's about an hour plus. So it's nothing so bad as challenges. Lah. So this is the basic knowledge I'm giving you. So from here, it's the same thing what you do in workforce as well. So you delegate the important tasks,
mm.
finish it, and then go to the next one, non-important one. So that you know which are the challenges that you're facing in the hardest work. Okay? Understood?
So,
Timur,
but
here
some candidates, yeah,
is
so some candidate they are choose what they are get the work phase because they are doesn't get what they are choose, right. So how they are, can manage their do the about the work, right?
okay. One is they have to do a company research online. Nowadays, indeed, uh, Job Street, they have the company profile. You can read up on the company profile. Or you can just copy the company name, go to Google and find out how well are they established for how many years. You need to do more reading, more research. Okay? Because every company has a
Mm,
different way of doing things. Okay? Say example like me. Example like me, I have working with Maxis. Okay? Maxis HQ in Plaza Center. Before I went into my job, I did a research. What does Maxis do? Okay, Maxis does postpaid, prepaid, broadband, and then they also do outsource. So you must know the job scope and the establishment, because the Maxis have been in Malaysia for more than 40 odd over years. So that's how I learn about company. I do my own research. So researching
okay.
and
So
knowledge is very important in fingertips.
okay, how the candidate can make their time very effectively?
Okay, to have an effective time, very good question. Okay, how you manage your time daily? Okay, say like from you wake up to go to work from 6 a.m. until you come back home, say about 5 after 6 p.m. So for that day, you need to delegate your task. Okay, to manage the time. You time, okay, go into work 9 a.m. From 9 a.m. until 10 o'clock, what is your duty? Okay? Or the task that you want to complete first, the most important. After you finish that, you check your box on your phone on the notepad, which one you have done. Then go to the next one, the non-important one, so that you finish each task until 5 p.m. From 9 to 5. That is the working hours, right? So from then you just delegate that the whole day throughout to manage your time. Don't put everything together because it's very difficult to juggle, Himant. Memang difficult. So time
Okay,
delegation is very
understand. If
important for every candidate who enters workforce. Plan your time wisely. Okay?
okay. And then I have a small question.
Okay.
If let's say every we keep on change the workforce, right? Let's say we have to change every time the CV, or we only one time only.
No, no, it's wrong what you're telling. Okay, when you are switching to a new job, you don't need to change your CV in any way. You just need to update the current workforce that you have worked in. Okay, say like example, company A, you have worked for 5 years, so you just update that current company and remain the same format with the same what do you call the rest of the companies accordingly to the recent
Mm,
and
so
then
we
to the owner. Okay,
so we
so
just change the introduction only.
you don't need to change introduction. Update the recent company that you left. The present company you left, you just update that. Say company A. So you put in, you
Okay.
update the CV company A. So the rest remains the same. No changes. Okay.
Mm. Um, so let's say if any problem if they are keep on changing the workplace.
Okay. To tell you the truth, younger generation nowadays, maximum level working experience they have is between 1 to 3 years or 1 to 5 years. It's because of a lot of toxic workplace nowadays emerging, Ama. They can't handle stress. Okay,
Mm,
family commitment.
okay.
Okay, salary. Nowadays, Malaysian salary is very bad. Trust me this. So, why
Yes,
younger
true that.
generation are switching to better job is for better salary, better career path, and increment. They need that to go up the ladder. So that's why they want constant and a very good, positive workplace, not a toxicated workplace where the younger generation feels very stressed, burnout, you know. So they want a peace of mind place to work without any issues, like a friendly workplace.
Okay, understand. So normally the owner, it's mean the company, it is check either they are change many companies, it is affect for their application time.
Okay, when a younger generation has a gap in their workforce, they need to highlight only during interview. Don't put it in your CV because it gives you red flag. Because the interviewer can ask you, why
Mm,
are you changing a lot of jobs? What happened? Okay, say like 1 to 3 years, maybe you are doing your BBA, okay, bachelor's degree. Okay, that particular period of time you want to concentrate on your education. So you leave your job to concentrate on this. Then after that, you start looking for a job after your education over. Okay, so that is one younger generations are taking cab is because stress. They don't know how to handle stress management.
Okay,
You know?
yes, understand me. So, so the fresh graduate, how they can do their CV because they don't have any experience and skills also. So it is possible they can get because as I know as a teenagers it's very hard without any working place, right? So how they can do well their CV, the need
Okay,
the fresh candidate.
okay, fresh candidate. You can use your internship because when you finish your studies in the university or college, you are requested to go for 6 months to 1 year internship, right? Correct.
Yes,
So
yes,
you
correct.
can actually update your CV for now according to your internship. What subjects that you have taken, what you have done in the workforce, just update that. That will be very good for a start for a fresh graduate.
Mm, so normally it's very hard to get the practical for the teenager because there is a fresh graduate.
Okay, to get a practical, all depends on the university that's applying for your internship. So, how to say is, the uni dean or the management has to write to each and every company who are looking for student internship. So from then, after they submit the application, they will call you for an interview, fresh interview, and then if you're selected, then you start your job. But for Malaysia, I'm not sure how it works, Amma, but this is how it is, lah. What I know. Because like Australia, they are directly selected from the university itself.
Okay, yes, Miss, thank you.
Mm,
And
mm.
then if the way Miss tell right, so I think it's a better we go to the practical with your theory. Is it is helpful getting the work right when the during practical time?
Yes, because nowadays for fresh graduate internship is a very important component. It's because you guys are learning hands-on training on each and every aspect of workforce. It's not one or not two. You learn about admin, learn about reception, learn about sales, you even learn about customer service. It all depends on each company. Okay, so like Petronas UTP in Ipoh, yeah, in Toronto. The graduates are sent to Shell or Petronas to do their internship in chemical engineering. So they learn about how to handle customers, how to handle the petrol station, how to handle the petrol, how many liters they need to know, all that aspects. It's all the basic fresh component that has to be learned because it is the thing that will carry weight into your CV. Okay, customer service leadership.
Okay.
Okay, adaptability, communication, multitasking. All these are very important components you will learn in internship.
Oh, okay, understand. So, but some particularly teenagers, they are like to go for theory because they are, don't want to go the practical because they are lazy in the 6 months. So, if like that in the future, they are impact or they also can get the work because they are, don't want to go the practical. They are want to like something writing. They are just end up like that.
You mean you're talking about research, is it? Research based program.
Yes,
Okay,
when the
let's
during
see.
practical time, the
Uh,
candidate.
Okay, candidate, if they're doing research, you must tell me what type of research. Is it for chemical engineering? There's another one, teaching. Teaching also you can do research. Medical also they do research. Which one you want to know? There's three aspects here because you need to give me an aspect. Which one?
Uh,
Okay, say example
okay.
in what you call business administration. Yeah, some candidates prefer theory is because that is the easiest way for them to get used to workforce. So they do it in the campus while studying. They work. Okay, yeah, allow 20 hours per week on the rotation to work with the campus itself in the reception counter or in the admin department. So they are given allowance of 300 to 600 per month for them to do the training. So they don't need to go out and do their internship. So that is considered, they also doing a research component for them.
Oh,
Okay. So now, but in Malaysia, I've not seen yet. I'm not very sure about here, but in
okay,
Australia, that is it.
understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Miss, you tell right when the during college time also they can do the part-time job, so it can be helpful when doing their working force, right?
Of course, yes. Part-time jobs are an excellent workforce that you can work because most of it are stress free. Sorry, stress free. So you work like 3 to 4 hours per week. You
So
don't get bored.
it is the teenager the CV because that is a college time, so it is
Mhm.
valuable when they apply for the workplace.
Yes, it is valuable. Part-time because they are earning an income,
Mm,
mama. They are earning. Okay, part-time. Say example, they
yes.
work 8 o'clock to 3:30. Okay, example 3:30 maybe in a cafe. Okay, coffee cafe. Okay, so in that period of time, they
Mm.
are earning about 300 per month. I think per month or per day. I'm not very sure. So from this,
Per month can get the
yes, per month, but certain cafes they give them per week, weekly payment, weekly. So this one is a very good opportunity
yes.
for younger generation to update in the CV because they are the first person that they will get a job because they've already got the work experience.
Mm.
You
So,
get that? Mhm.
Miss, I want to ask something. It is a candidate. They are take very higher mark in college, but they are not performing well. They are during the practical time or working place. They have a negative or they have the less mark. So it is they can get the work because the candidate just only study well, but they are no work.
Okay, it's one because they need to know their KPI targets. Very, very important. When you go to a workforce, there will be a KPI standard set for each individual, okay, who comes into workforce. You need to follow that KPI target. Say example, okay, like me. Example, like me, Maximus, my target was 80%, 1 month, yeah, 80% target for calls and 15% for email. Okay, I also do social media. Okay, so I need to hit this total target to 100%. So that each month you are given allowance of, I think 500. I think I'm not sure. For my time was 500 for KPI. They pay you together with the salary.
Mm.
So you need to hit your KPI target. And you know why they get red flag? Why are they going negative? It's because of the stress that they go through. They don't know how to manage and delegate their time to do each task. They don't write down. They want to do everything together, which is not right, Amma. You need to follow the task, not to go into burnout. You know, it's very important. How you manage
Because
the task.
because
Yeah, you know.
because during their stress, right? So the practical they are can't performance well. So they are want to skip the days. So that's why they are can't get the well the report.
Yes, because you see, when they get into a total burnout for the day, of course, your mind will not be at peace because of too much of tension and also stress incurred because too many tasks were done in the same time. So that's why I keep on emphasizing time management is very important in workforce. How you do your delegation and tasks for the day. So this is the most important thing. Plan your day ahead. Okay, say like after you come back from work, you rest about an hour, have your shower, have your dinner. While you're watching your TV, you can delegate your task for your workforce for the next day. So you can say that you want to send out urgent email, you can put it first priority, and then meetings with bosses, second priority. You know, these are the delegations that you can write down in your notepad, in your phone, and whenever you completed the task each day at work, you just need to tick that you've done that task on that same time. So that's how you don't get red flag or negative impact from your bosses because work delegation is very important. Without mental pressure and without health issues, you have to focus. When you get mental stress and health problems, there's nothing can be done in workforce. This is the truth in Malaysia. Younger generation goes into mental depression because too much of work, too much of pressure.
Yes.
Am I okay?
Yes, but I feel still some. Yes, yes, because you are talking very true things, so I
Yeah.
understand the things. Okay, but still still the teenager every struggle for get their work, but I'm not sure what they are do wrong in their CV.
Okay. It's not a mistake in their CV. Don't get me wrong, Hema. Don't say this. Okay. In Malaysia, I'm telling you the truth. It's 89% of slim chances for you to get a job is because one, Malaysia has racism. Okay, that's the truth because I'm going through it now. I'm going through it. Girl, from year 2019, I came back from Australia until today. I've not got a job. This is the truth. I have not got a job. I'm doing odd jobs like all of you. I'm doing part time or casual. You know. So I know how to because I went through about 15, 20 interviews and got turned down. Last week also I went. I know how it is. So this one, Malaysia has racism. And then age factor. If you're above 40, then I can tell you it's very slim to get a job. If you're below 40, then I can say it's about 90% you can get a job. Lah. Nowadays it's all age and race.
So so it depends aging also.
Yes, aging. Nowadays everywhere is the same amount, Hema. It's all the same age factor. Because you see, they're giving opportunity to the younger generation, Gen Z, to enter workforce. Because we got too many of them coming into that force. You see, so it plays the role uh, for them. They target only these people first, then only the seniors. You see, it's not
So
nothing that is
normally the company uh, um, normally the company will like the drop the older big people for get the new people because the salary for the new people can get the less salary, right? For the older aging one need to give the highest amount. So that's why.
okay. All right. Now, for younger, let me start with the younger generation for the Gen Z. Okay, for current salary rate in Malaysia, we start from 17 to 25 for the younger generation. Yeah, right. It depends on
Yes.
each workforce. It depends on each workforce. They have their ways of doing things. Okay, Gen Z 17. 2.5. Diploma, degree is good. Master's PhD is between 3,000 to 5,000 per month. Okay? Includes EPF,
Okay.
EPF deduction, social EIS. After all this deduction, you think how much can you get? Okay, say example 1,700.
Yes.
1,700. I just give you a round figure, just a simple one. 1,700. After EPF, social,
Okay.
EIS deduction, how much can you get in a month? Say example, okay, 1,700, you can get about
So
one
one five,
five.
one five.
Yes, correct. 1,500. Why 1,500? Because after all this deduction, this is the total amount of salary you take home. Say example is 1,500, yeah, 1,500. You pay your car loan, house loan, okay, your utility bills, and then you buy your grocery. And up how much you get in that particular amount. You get it?
So balance, I'm not sure, like around 1,000 ringgit or so
Okay.
balance.
Hema, don't get scared. I'm not carrying you out. This is the end of the day, the balance you have is about 300 to 200 a month in your hand. That is the balance. That is
Very
why
less.
the whole generation is opting to get second and third job. Why are they doing Grab service? Because Grab service is profit sharing. Okay? End of the day, they do profit.
Yes.
Okay. Profit sharing. And then after that, they do Grab food. It's the same thing. So you need double job
So
to secure
let's say
the.
we can find in work at a later.
You know what? I repeat again. I didn't get it. Sorry, da.
So let's say uh, station. Let's say the candidate working at the abroad. Let's say like working at the London, but he want to continue work at Malaysia. So still he want to redo the CV or still can use the abroad one because the different
Hima,
phases, right?
don't get mistaken. Don't get yourself confused, Amma. No, CV is standard, but you need to separate your CV to each job application. You segregate it. Okay, say like customer service, you use for only for customer service. Okay, and then next one is for admin. Use for you do a new CV for admin. Admin, receptionist, all separate. Because if you do all in one, definitely the ATS won't detect. Nowadays, ATS is a software. It only detects according to the job application you applied for. Okay, and then the keyword and the skill set. You need to follow the job description. Okay, say like example, like you're in the medical line, doctor. I'm just picking doctor. Doctor. Okay, what you have
Okay.
studied in your medical studies and what you have done in your workforce, you need to target that into your CV. You get me? That means you need to follow the job description
Okay.
of the medical line. Okay? You get me? Hema?
Oh, okay, I understand. So followed by the working, right?
No, you follow job description when you apply for particular jobs.
Mm,
Okay? And segregate all your CV to a different job scopes.
oh,
Don't use
understand.
don't use one particular CV only. The one particular CV is only for your reference. Okay? It's not for the company reference. So you need to segregate it. Segregate according to each.
Oh,
Okay?
okay,
When you get me?
understand.
I'm not confusing you, I'm just
So,
telling you this.
okay,
Solomon.
okay. So what miss can feel the for do the better CV,
Okay,
do the
Hema, your
better
line is
CV.
breaking down. Wait. Your line is breaking. Just give you 5 minutes to. Okay. Ask me the question again, then. I didn't get you. First of all.
Okay. Okay, so I asked Miss how you can advise for the candidate do the better CV follow their workplace.
Okay, to do a good CV, you only need your skill set that you have done in your workforce. Okay, like what I said, all the four important components: communication, leadership, time management, multitasking, eye on details, which is very important. Okay, all these skills, the software ATS will detect the keyword. And then your key metrics. Don't put in your duties anymore into a CV. Don't write it like an essay. ATS won't detect. It's just numbering, percentage on the scale. That's it. Okay. When you feel like you
Okay,
completed with company A, yeah. From company A, just little bit elaboration of the job duty that you've done, very little. Then go to below the bullet point. Just put your key metrics what you have done. Okay, say like 30% or maybe 50% of job task, like you delegated a task to your colleagues, how you managed to achieve it. Okay, what was the time frame that you use, all that is the keyword it the application track system will detect. You get me?
okay. Yes,
Hima,
I
it's very
okay.
hard because
I have a
sometimes
small.
us, yeah, don't be scared. This is going to be a friendly one, you don't need to worry.
No, no, no,
Okay,
no, no. Okay.
can you
So
uh,
okay. So like some of teenagers lah, like with me or my friends, just confused about the resume and the CV. It is like different anyways.
No, no. Okay. Formerly, our ancestors, the ancestors' time, they call it resume because that's the easiest word to be used. Okay, it's the same keyword, curriculum detail. It's the same subject. Okay, it's the same layout, the same thing. But last time there was no ATS, all read by humans. Now it's all machine reading. It's not humans.
Mm.
Okay? ATS is a software. I have that.
o-
I have
Okay.
that in my computer because
Okay, like
while I do the yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Last
Uh,
time,
like uh,
so
as one of that, like a CV, we can attach the what we have. The higher certificate is no need, right, for the new candidate.
okay, for your curriculum vitae CV is the main part of it, and then below that is attachment. You have an attachment where you can attach your certificate, your degree, diploma, masters, whatever training that you have done. The certification, you can just put it through, no problem. And then most important thing is cover letter. You need your cover letter written in a chronological order. Very important. The cover letter is the main part to tell the story what you have done in your workforce and why are you applying for that particular job. You need to attach it together with your CV. Okay?
Because I saw some candidate, they are do like 1 to 3 pages the CV. So it is like they are do the real format is only 1 page because they are introduction everything. So can go for the
Okay.
up 1 pages.
No, you see, because each candidate has a different way of working life, you see. So, example, you have worked in company A as an internship, okay? You have completed your internship in company A. Now you're going into another workforce to start your real workforce for 1 to 2 years or 1 to 3 years. After that, you feel you're going into burnout, you're stressful, the salary was low, you can't cope, so you resign. After you resign, You are applying for another job. So, how to say is chronological order. Why you are leaving that job? Because you see, oh, well, I didn't get you the question. Sorry, what are you asking them? Hema, Hema, ma?
About the pages, about
Okay,
the
the pages.
pages, the CV pages
Okay,
can go for.
okay, all right. Now, because each candidate maybe they have done 3 to 5 jobs in a year. In a year, example, in a year, yeah. Company A, company B, company C, company D. So you write according to sequence. So when you have finished the company A, you update company A. When you leave company A, go into company B, you update company B. Then you leave company B, when you do company C. So chronological, you need to write down everything. How many companies? It can be 3 to 5 companies in a year or two, or what you need to update in the CV. Because in the long run, this is what
Um,
you're going to carry with. This is what's going to happen. It's all because of
okay.
innovation.
So so it is no problem. We can go for the one pages more.
Of course, yes, you can. But keep it short and sweet. You need to write a long essay. Because some people, they love to write a long essay for their CV, which is not applicable. No companies will take time to read each and everyone what you have done in your job, because they just screen through. But now ATS is all keyword metric. That's it. Once the ATS don't detect all this, it will automatically reject and put it into the trash bin in the system. That is the way of ATS work.
Okay.
Uh,
So we can add more words in there.
Hema, I didn't get your mind. Your line is
So
breaking.
it
That's
is no. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Your phone, I mean, the network is lacking a bit.
Can you
It's
hear
all right.
me?
Yeah, yeah, I can. Don't worry. I'm hearing you. Don't worry. Soluma.
Ah, yes. Ah, okay.
Hema.
So
Okay.
so normally
Relax.
when we
Relax.
are we going to
Relax.
interview time,
Okay.
can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Just say
Okay, sorry,
again.
I'll come again. Okay, normally we going to interview time. So
Huh?
okay, normally people bring the resume only, but they don't want to bring the CV as well. Why? Why it is? Why or and important of the bring the CV as well?
Okay, you see, it's not a compulsory thing you need to bring a CV during an interview. It's because it's already attached with the company that you're applying for the job for. Okay, like Maxis, it's already in their system when they apply for the job. Say like from Job Street, you're applying to Maxis, right? So you submit your CV and cover letter in Job Street app, okay, in their website. So what Job Street will do, they will print out the actual CV or resume and pass it to the company. Okay. So
Okay.
why the
Yes.
candidate is bringing a CV is because has a backup. Maybe they have misplaced the CV in the company. Okay, because there's too many candidates applying for one particular job amount. It's not one or two. So it will like be in the file, but everywhere. You know. So it will be safer. That's why they
Yes.
ask you also to bring the CV or resume together with you to pass it to them. You get me?
Oh, yes, get it.
Yeah, yeah, because nowadays
So
companies are like that.
normally candidate.
Sorry, sorry. Okay, film. Hima?
So okay. Okay. Normally I thought the a candidate always missing the CV when they are going to interview time and the application time also they don't want to give the important for the CV for the new generation.
Okay, why they don't want to emphasize the importance is because they don't know the proper method and system. No one guiding them. Especially they don't even discuss with their parents how to submit a CV in a job app. You see, parents should guide the child. Okay, sit beside them, teach them for the first few times. From then, they will pick up and they will know what to do. Okay, and also one thing younger generation is laziness. Laziness counts. They don't want to take initiative to submit. You get me? It all comes to laziness. If you are taking
Okay,
your own
thank you.
initiative to
Thank you.
submit, yeah. So it's normal, Lama. Younger generation, you cannot run away.
Okay.
That's how they, yeah, emphasize.
So as I know, the teenager only doesn't know the format. That's why they are the one to give the important for the CV. So as I know, every teenagers they are give the important for CV also because they are always missing when the application also.
Yes, because they don't know the real formatting. Okay, let me go through the formatting with you, yeah. Okay, the basic formatting is they need the standard heading. Okay, heading is your full name. Okay, the job application that you apply for must be below your name. Okay, so two, what application that you're applying for, the job, this one, and then your contact info. Your contact info should be on your left hand corner. Okay, left hand corner you must have your contact info. Your summary must be on top of your name. Okay, on top of your name is a summary. Then comes the name. Name, then your profile. Profile comes at the side. So your email, your LinkedIn, your experience, and then comes your சொல்லுங்க முகி and then comes your experience, education, and your skill. The skill should be on the left hand corner. Your experience and education comes below your work experience. Okay, whatever work experience you have for 3 to 5 years, you put that first, and then comes the education, and then finally is your skills. You get me? Uma?
Yes, got it.
Okay.
I got it,
Right.
miss.
Okay, on the left hand side, is your contact info. That is your mobile number, your address, your LinkedIn ID, and also your email address is very important for a recruiter. Email address. These four have to be in your left hand corner with your language. Say like in Malaysia is BM and English. And then for Indians, Tamil, Chinese is Chinese with the Mandarin, Cantonese, all that, right? So you can list down all these languages on the left hand corner for language. Okay. Then comes finally is a skill. Kila is a skill. Your time management, leadership, communication, multitasking, IM details, all that has to be put in. Okay. So this
Okay.
is the most
So
important. Yeah.
we still add on. We still add on. Miss, we still add on the college and university details too.
Okay, university details, that's only under your education skill set. Under your education comes the university one. Don't put your internship comes under work experience. You get me? Not under your education. Education, your diploma, degree, master's, PhD come under education. Okay, you need to list on all that. with the date when you started, when you completed, what year? What year?
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay, okay.
All the
Thank
course
you.
under
Understand,
education.
Miss. But it's totally is different compared with the resume and CV. The format quite different.
Emma, no, has what from the first time I'm telling you. During our grandparents' days, they emphasized resume. Okay? That was those days. Nowadays, it's corrective. It's the same, only they changed the keyword. Keyword. Keyword is important. Hey, why? Yeah?
Okay, thank you, Miss. Yes. Okay, thank you, Miss. You giving so much tips and the format also. We going to end. So thank
Okay.
you so much. I also can gain so much knowledge about the CV. As I know,
Okay.
every teenager must
Actual
know
format.
the CV actual format. Actual format and that important as so because the teenagers doesn't know the importance. So
Yep.
after I talk the Miss Shamila Devi, I can know the what is the importance. So thank you
Yeah,
so
correct.
much joining with
No
us.
worries. You
Okay,
know what? I
thank you
didn't hear
so
you.
much.
Emma.
Okay,
It's like,
okay.
repeat, Emma. Repeat. I
So
didn't hear you.
so I
Why
will
is
like to add. So lastly, I will like to talk about like success is not about just opportunity. It's a
mm-hmm.
preparation and then for the career success. And then we
Yep.
need the opportunities. Yes, we need the opportunity meeting, and then we know the good format for
Yeah.
the future upcoming working force.
Yeah. If you guys need my assistance to craft a CV, please contact me. Mugi has my contact number. I'm always available at any time of the day. Not midnight lah. Midnight cannot lah. My sleeping time. During the day, I'm always available to assist you guys. Don't worry. Please contact me.
Okay. Okay, sure, Miss. Thank you.
Okay? You need to talk or you need to come to both course and you can come and okay?
Okay. Thank you, Miss Shamila, speaker Shamila Davis, and then Mugilan, supportive team Vaagaai Media, and then SP Prabha,
Mm.
and then from the he's from MKU.
Hema, you are getting nervous.
Yes,
Just do
yes.
spontaneous. Ma, do spontaneous. You're nervous. I can see. Don't be nervous. We are not person
No,
who can
no,
EQ.
it's my line is a break. Line is a break.
I know. You sound very tired, girl. I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Mugi, Mr. Prabha, okay, from MKU, from Vaagaai, and also the MKU team, and also to Hema. Very good the way you came up with ideas and also I know it was all last minute I asked for and it happened very well. So I'm very, very thankful, guys. Keep in touch. Remember, I'm always there to bless y'all and care for
Okay.
y'all and we can work together to support the future. Saria.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mugi.